So I just bought some carbon fiber PLA. It's PLA-CF. And I bought it because of the name carbon fiber. I thought it would be stronger than regular PLA. And the main reason why I thought that is because I found this hook. Check it out. It's like a turnbuckle, right? And you have the threads in it, and it can turn and everything. It was not a print in place. It just printed the parts next to each other and then you put them together. And it said to print it in PLA-CF. So I was like, what the heck is that? And I found out it was PLA carbon fiber. And I was like, whoa, carbon fiber PLA. And this thing is super strong. Like, it won't bend, and the threads, they're good. This thing is sick. I'm probably gonna use this for like a hammock or something, maybe. Who knows?
So I went on Amazon and I got my carbon fiber PLA filament. It's from Volkslab. It has some good ratings, so I'm hoping it's good. It has a good description noting high stiffness and improved layer adhesion, as well as being lightweight and incredibly strong. It has dimensional stability, so XYZ axes are also improved when you compare it to regular PLA. The print quality comes out really good. The performance is nice. The color is fine. It looks good. In regards to durability, it is really brittle. The quality is good. Adhesion sucks, but it's not the worst. It's not horrible to print. Tangling, don't get it tangled. Otherwise it will tangle, and since it's brittle, it'll suck. Clogging, I have not had an issue with. And I print it on my Bambu X1C printer. Now I could use the Bambu PLA-CF, but it was a lot more expensive and I didn't want to pay for that. Though the Bambu PLA-CF is probably a little bit better. You can use it in the AMS. If you use a random PLA-CF like this one, the machine will actually tell you not to put it in the AMS because it might clog. So I'm printing mine off the back, just like this. So if you do want to spend more money and get the Bambu Lab PLA-CF, it might be a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure, but you can definitely use it in the AMS. It's like $34. This is like $24, an extra $10 to use it in the AMS.
But this thing is definitely strong. The only thing with PLA-CF is it's actually not that much stronger than regular PLA. So it's kind of more of a texture. But the texture is really nice. You can see it's super smooth looking. It gives it an awesome finish. I'm printing it in my Bambu Lab X1C, but I still have some poor bed adhesion because yeah, this thing, it's not the best to adhere to a bed. One thing I noticed is that it's super brittle. Like, if you think regular PLA is brittle, nah man, this is extremely brittle. And I usually store it in my filament dryer because apparently this absorbs moisture like crazy and then it sucks after that. It's pretty good with supports though. Check this out. Look at how brittle it is. Easy to snap. Kind of like regular PLA. You can see all of these pieces right here. This is the PLA-CF. And it's because I had to stop and restart the print due to that first layer adhesion not being good. This messed up first time. I'm printing a bunch of hooks actually for my pegboard that I'm making. This is all 3D printed. I actually have some in here right now, and the first time I did this batch, I had to restart it because of that poor bed adhesion. But I guess what's nice is that when you need to remove them to take them off the bed, look at them all just popping off. They can easily just be grabbed. And now I have all my hooks. So that's what I made with these, just pegboard hooks. If you want to see that pegboard, stay subscribed because I'm going to be building it all everywhere on this. And that's on IKEA wood too, so I can't wait to see how that goes. Hopefully nothing breaks. You can check out it printing right there. You can see some of the first layer, like over here, it has a lot of imperfections. So yeah. And that's not going to be easily fixable because of how brittle it is. You can see it printing over there. Not really a problem, but here definitely an issue. And you can see more spots over there. So for larger prints like this, where you have a big first layer, might be better off to use like PLA. But I'll let it keep going just to see how this print turns out. We have another 2 hours left printing more pegboard pieces for my pegboard. So make sure you stay subscribed for the pegboard once it comes out and it's finished. Guys, look at this. This is spaghetti defects were detected by the AI print monitoring. Please check the quality of the print and then we can continue. So it already detected that we had a failure, so it's not going to continue the print. That means that this was just a waste. So I would say if you have a huge layer adhesion like this for like a pegboard, maybe don't do it in PLA-CF. PLA itself is already good enough. I just wanted to try it with the CF. Guess I'm gonna load it to the AMS PLA.
All right, guys, so I'm on Reddit and I'm on the Bambu Lab forum, and it's saying, what's the benefit of PLA-CF? And it's talking about how the finish looks nice, but the benefits of strength and stiffness don't seem to be all that there. They also do note that the layered adhesion is not as good, and I've experienced this firsthand. They're saying that it seems like a weaker, less heat tolerant, but easier to print nylon, and other people in the comments are agreeing with this. Other people are also saying that it prints very nice and that there's no layer lines. A lot of people are agreeing with this as well. It does look great. Some people say that they use it when they need increased abrasiveness, but others are saying that carbon fiber in PLA really only changes optical sensation. So it only adds basically texture is what it's saying, like marble add-on or wood when you combine that with PLA, and that the carbon fiber fibers don't make it that much stronger. I'm actually about to test that right now, so let's get into it.
So this is one of the little pegs for the pegboard that I'm making. It's printed in the PLA-CF, and it is pretty durable. It's pretty flippin' durable, at least I think, compared to regular PLA for little hooks like this. Something that's non-toxic to print because it's still PLA as long as you have good ventilation. And check this out. This is one of the ones where the adhesion came off, so it's super thin. It basically didn't stick to the bed and I had to stop the print, but this came out pretty fine. And check this out. All right, I'm gonna start bending it. And unlike regular PLA, it's not snapping. It did kind of just flex really hard there, but it's not cracking just like regular PLA would. It still has some real, okay, and it tore right there, but it was much harder to do than regular PLA. I'm actually printing a basic hook right now, and I'm gonna compare it to this one right here. So I printed one right here, and we're gonna stress test it. All right, ready? Same thing where we're gonna start bending it, and this is definitely a bit scary. I don't want it to shatter or anything, but you know what? It does feel like the same, at least for something small like this. I can't put too much pressure on such a small surface area, but they seem very, very similar. Of course, they are slightly different prints, but yeah, I can't really tell too much of a difference, unfortunately. So PLA-CF, carbon fiber PLA. If you're looking to make some carbon fiber parts, having the strength of carbon fiber with the ease of PLA looks to be more texture than strength. Oh, also I'm moving my pegboard to the wall, not the door, because yeah, I opened it and I kind of shattered this piece. So be careful with that. Maybe if I had more infill, it would be stronger, but there's not much flex. Remember, these are pretty brittle. I'm never gonna buy PLA-CF again. For me, it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes I do prints which require a big first layer, and I can't just waste so much material with it dying on the first layer and having to rip it off and redo it. I don't care too much about the super nice finish. It does admittedly have a super nice finish, but I don't care for that. I would just rather print with regular PLA. And if you need something stronger, just grab a roll of ASA. So for ease of printing, I'm going to always go with PLA for my Bambu X1C. And if I need something stronger, ASA, or I think they just released a new PETG, which I should get my little hands on and try out. Stay subscribed if you want to see that. I am dying to try out more filaments, so if you have any other ideas for filaments that you think are cool, or if you don't know a filament but it looks cool and you don't want to buy it till you see someone try it, let me know in the comments below and I'll get it. I'll try it out.